What's up, guys? Unfortunately, some of you may have heard the news that Jason David Frank, the guy who played Tommy in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, has passed away today. Reportedly, it was due to suicide, which makes it worse. He was 49 years old, so not terribly older than me. Well, he has me by several years, but in any case, I grew up watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, at least the first couple of seasons, right? And he had returned in the 2000s uh, to reprise his role as Tommy in a further iteration of the franchise. But for most of us, he was our favorite Ranger, the Green Ranger, who was like the bad guy who became good, and then later took over as leader as the White Ranger. Um, he was clearly, at least to me, the most talented martial artist of the original series, okay, and the most charismatic. And he later did stuff on Bat in the Sun. If you guys haven't seen that channel, it's great. They do like a bunch of mashups of different comic book and sci-fi and video game characters and see who would win. And the person wins by vote. And usually in every mashup when it was one of Tommy's Rangers, whether the Green Ranger or the White Ranger, he usually got the bigger vote to win. Although there was sometimes the alternate storyline where the other character won if it was a close vote. But so a lot of us got to see him again as an adult still playing that role because he was still pretty freaking fit. He fought professionally as well as just doing the martial arts acting as well. So he was really in that world in the martial arts community, unlike some of the other people who played Power Rangers in the past and in the present. Because I think they're continuing the franchise even now. But in any case, it's really sad, and I was kind of surprised that he died by suicide. But it can happen with anyone, guys. Um, I myself, I've struggled with clinical depression since I was a teenager, so I can understand the inklings. I've once morbidly joked with a therapist that I would never delete myself just because I'm too squeamish to do so, which isn't necessarily true. I think more the finality of it scares me more than being squeamish about how I would carry it out. But I don't want to make this more morbid than this has to be. But just to acknowledge the fact that you don't know how people are internally struggling just because you see them being successful. So, rest in peace to Jason David Frank. And, you know, uh, I guess, sorry, I'm at a loss for words because he was one of my favorite characters on TV when I was a teenager. But, I feel bad for his family and friends as well. He survived by a wife and some kids. And again, like I said, he had just finished a big project with Bat in the Sun where they did an indie film starring him and Aaron Schnecki. I hope I didn't butcher his name, but he does a lot of the stuff with Bat in the Sun as the director, producer, and even actor. And it, you can usually see him playing the Joker in a lot of those things that he's done in Bat in the Sun. Aaron Schnecki, not Jason David Frank. He plays himself. Well, not himself. He plays his Power Ranger characters. But I'm sorry to report that we lost another person. Just a few weeks ago, we lost Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, for the last 30 years. So it happens, guys. Some of our favorite um, people who gave us those member berries, um, are gone. But if you haven't caught any of his stuff on Bat in the Sun, I'll leave a link so that you can check it out because he still had the goods, guys. He still had the goods. All right, take care.